Clive and his negotiating team have been working tirelessly for almost 2 years to hammer out an acceptable Brexit proposal that will satisfy both the pro-Brexit members of the Conservative Party and pass through a deadlocked Parliament. On the 8th of July 2018, the Prime Minister Theresa May presented the so-called Chequers Plan to her cabinet. A weekend of horse trading seems to have sealed the agreement and prevented a split in the PM's party, which could have wrecked it for a generation. Clive has not had a day off in nearly 6 months.
It's been a long process. This strain has been considerable, but it feels like we're reaching some sort of compromise that everyone can get behind.
But just as things started to look promising, everything began to fall apart.
Breaking news that the Brexit Secretary David Davis has resigned his cabinet post, citing disagreements over the Chequers Plan, saying it hands control of large swathes of our economy to the EU and is certainly not returning control of our laws in any real sense. We'll be getting reaction to the resignation from commentators and politicians over the next hour.
Clive faces this latest crisis with an understrength department. His deputy, Kay Armstrong, has been seconded to the Foreign Office, and she is currently embroiled in talks in Brussels. Clive has few trusted colleagues to call on, and no idea who the new minister will be.
Negotiations will continue. No, we have detailed plans for this type of situation. No, I'm not saying we were expecting the minister's departure. And if you publish anything in the neighbourhood of that, I won't take your call again. Yes, we always have detailed plans for situations we do not expect to happen. No, not that one. Or that one. Look, fine, it was just this one. Look, you can say not wholly unexpected, and I'm an unnamed source close to the chief negotiator. No way, Jerry, do not call me a senior source. Flattery will get you nowhere. Bye. Mr. Everard, can I help you?
Oh, Clive, please.
Oh, of course, Clive.
How did you get here so fast?
Oh, I'm never left. I've been catching up on some work.
Well, what's the state of play?
Rats and sinking ship seem to be the general feeling so far. I've held off the Telegraph and Independent for now. There is no panic. We have everything under control, etc. But the TV news people will be outside before you know it.
Haven't the Mail called yet?
Why would they? They'll just make up a quote and print it anyway.
Right. Look, it may seem that we in the negotiations department don't fully appreciate the talents, your talents, upstairs. I do wish I'd had more time to get to know everyone.
Downstairs? Might have avoided that Twitter gaffe.
Yes, well, sorry about that.
Oh no, it wasn't your... Oh, sorry. I have a habit of letting my mouth run away with me sometimes.
Perfect in a press officer. Everyone tells me how capable you are, and we're going to need you close by for the next couple of days. The department is chronically short-staffed, and so we may be able to find a spot for you, upstairs.
Oh, of course.
Well, good. Follow me.
After the resignations of 3 of the 5 ministers in the department for exiting the EU, people are asking if the Prime Minister's Chequers Plan is dead on arrival. It seems clear the appointment of a new minister will be key in the future of Brexit. But the question is, who?
Right, coffee. I don't care where we get it, but we'll need a steady supply.
Did someone say coffee?
Now that's what I call timing.
So do I get a raise or something?
It's funny you should mention it. We're in need of a minister for exiting the EU.
Well, good luck finding someone to do that job. So, what's the plan?
First things first. Archie, meet Emily, our press liaison. I've asked her to help out with the inevitable over the next couple of days.
Well, it's always good to have someone else on board for when the inevitable hits the fan. So, just as well, I picked up an extra one for Hugo, just in case. Black, 2 sugars suit you?
At this point, anything that's got caffeine in it, I'll bite your arm off to get it.
Secondly, didn't the minister have a contingency file for this sort of thing?
What, a sort of what to do in case I finally decide to resign, as I've been threatening to do for months, sort of thing? Well, we started trying to put something together, but we didn't get any further than please not Boris.
Wasn't there something on the department drive?
Oh, what's that?
Procedure in event of minister resigning. Well, that's a good place to start.
Looks like we misjudged the man. Maybe he wasn't as clueless as everyone said.
Clive, it's blank. There was nothing if not consistent.
Right. We better call Hugo.
What, you don't really mean that he could
Most
be...
senior minister we have left. Baker and Braverman resigned too.
Call him.
Right.
Intern Gavin has had the weekend off and has been relaxing at the BST Hyde Park Festival. He has no idea of the turmoil currently engulfing Dexu.
We are like that. But you can't. Don't tell anyone. You just shh. It is starting to be like the agent of change. It's a big responsibility. Oh, Mr. Big Man, come on, give me a big responsibility kiss. But this weekend I'm free. I turn the old phone off. Yeah. And I'll be back till Tuesday, so we can party. The Secretary of State for exiting the European Union will have to cope without me, his key, trusted advisor. So I can be with you.
Aww. Well, I mean, he doesn't need advising now, he's gone anyway.
What? Wait, what? Who's gone?
Has Mr. Connected not been following this shitstorm? Well, good thing you have me to keep you up to date.
No, seriously. Seriously.
Seriously.
Oh, no. Oh, don't do that. Sam, don't. Give it to me.
Do what? Don't do...
Give it to seriously, Sam. Don't do that. Sam, Sam. Oh. I can't believe you just did that.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
I need to get to work.
What? Gavin! Gavin, it's 3:30 in the morning! I'll call you!
Hugo Rinton-Cleves is now the de facto head of the Department for Exiting the EU. Before becoming a junior minister, he had no previous foreign policy or negotiating experience. This may be his first real test in the role.
Okay, here's what we know so far. The favourite to take over was Marissa Nabita, moving from culture, media and sport. But rumour is she's planning to jump ship too, according to someone I know on her staff.
There was a lot of talk it was going to be Lewis Shapiro, but he's a few dirty little skeletons in his closet involving investing in dodgy European hedge funds, so he's out.
So, who?
Word on the street is that Janet Lee Mallory is top of the PM's current shortlist. Moderate lever, good counterbalance to the ERG mob.
Why am I so far down the list?
Hugo, you've been minister for less than 14 months. The PM bumping you to Secretary of State simply because you're the last man standing is rather unlikely.
Keeping your current job should be the priority. We think you're safe for the moment, but a new minister might want to clean house.
Right. Having thought long and hard about this, and in consideration of my long-held beliefs on Brexit and the supremacy of the will of the people, my honourable colleagues have blazed a trail,
If I might
which I feel
stop
in
you
all
there,
conscience
Hugo,
I must
perhaps it might be better
follow.
if we talk in private.
Is Hugo going to quit too?
Almost certainly.
Clive, I should just resign. I'll just end up fired. No honour in that.
Hugo, I've spent the last 6 months writing an impossible plan that no one likes and almost everyone thinks will not work, just to keep this fragile semblance of a government from completely fracturing. Kay is gone, and I have not had a day off in 6 months. I couldn't care less about political posturing at this point. You are not Anthony Eden, and this is not Suez. I've got you to the point where I might actually trust you to make a low-level government decision about something unimportant, like what brand of pens we use. But you do have a vague understanding of what we're trying to do here. God knows you're not ready to be Secretary of State, but you're all I've got. I do not have 6 months to babysit some brainless backbencher with no understanding of the complexities of the world. We need a dependable deputy minister. I'm asking you to stay.
Dependable? Oh. It's a start. Perhaps I'll make headlines as the only one who didn't resign.
Right, well, in that case, you are now the default head of the department.
Right. Yeah. Good. You'll gain a lot of respect from the press and the party and the Prime Minister for stepping into the breach in this time of national crisis.
Calamity, one might say.
No, as I was saying, in view of recent events and the supremacy of ministerial responsibility, my course is clear. To help steer this crucial ship of state through the stormy waters ahead, bringing the nation to the safe harbour and sunlit uplands of prosperity and peace.
Hugo, with
tightly
respect, you
moored
lost us
vessel
several
which we would have
sentences ago.
travelled.
We do have work to do.
Sorry, I'm late. I only just heard, the news, and I knew you'd need help. Ah! What are you doing here? I thought you were dead.
Dead? Gavin, what exactly have you heard?
They told me you were gone. I'm so glad you're not dead.
No, he's not dead. He's steering the great state of ship towards the sunlit uplands, apparently.
Right. So, thank you. What do we do now?
Well, we do what we always do, except you'll need to look like you know what you're doing.
Then how?
Use big words. Don't let anyone question them. And actually, we should probably pick Gavin up.
Good morning. Well, after a dramatic night of resignations at DEXU, rumours are circulating about who might replace the departing ministers. Hugo Clive is now the only remaining minister in the department, but it seems he's in no rush to join the exodus. Turmoil continues in Whitehall as ERG members insist that more high-profile resignations may follow in the coming days. Joining me now is Sir Jonathan Hubert, former Permanent Secretary to the Foreign Office, who has advised Margaret Thatcher, John Major and Tony Blair. Sir John, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure, Natasha.
So what's likely to be happening behind the scenes right now?
Well, at the moment, the civil servants will be trying to keep everything going whilst a new minister is appointed. They'll want to know who's going to take over and what changes the new minister might make to current policy.
So is the Prime Minister likely to change course in the light of these resignations?
I don't think there'll be a significant impact on policy. Margaret has always stood firm on policy matters.
I'm sorry, don't you mean Theresa?
Who's Theresa?
Thank you, Sir John. And in other news, it seems Donald Trump has been late-night tweeting again.
Right, if Janet Lee Mallory is first choice, then we might actually come through this with a capable minister. Regarding Hugo, we need to see if we can cement his position.
Civil service can't lobby for Hugo, can we?
No, but we can make it clear what sterling work he's been doing, that he's a safe pair of hands, loyal to the Prime Minister, that sort of thing. Right, Hugo?
Absolutely.
Meaning he'll do as he's told. PM will like that under the circumstances. Archie, don't you know the PM's Chief of Staff?
Beecham? Yes, but I haven't spoken to her for years.
Might be a good chance to get reacquainted.
Is this literally how it works? My job is dependent on us dispatching Archie like some low-budget James Bond to sleep with his old flame and persuade her not to fire me.
She's not an old flame. She was a spad at the Home Office when I was there. We worked on a couple of things together. You're rather more her type, actually. I'll give her a call, but I can't guarantee she'll pick up.
What about the new girl, Emma?
Emily.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that the press know that Hugo has not resigned and he's still very much in charge until the PM appoints a new Secretary of State.
Dependable.
I really wish people would stop describing me as that. It's like damning with faint praise.
Give him a bit of stature, rising to the challenge?
Yes, we'll need a statement to that effect. I'll call your new boss and see if I can persuade her to let you stay on.
We've got lucky. Miss Beecham has 10 minutes to spare in 7 minutes.
I should have resigned. Absolutely no honour in being fired.
You bought me coffee. And cake. What do you want?
Can't an old colleague buy you a coffee without motive? Besides, if things are half as hectic with you as they are with us, you probably need it.
You're not wrong there. So come on then, let's not pretend this is just a pleasant chat. What's up?
Hugo.
Oh, God. Looking for a promotion, is he? Listen, if another middle-aged man tries to schmooze me for a cabinet post today, I'll scream.
No, he would just like to ensure he keeps his current job. And the rest of us would be quite grateful too.
I got the impression you all thought he was useless.
Useless is such a strong word. No, he's decent enough and he can be left unsupervised. He's learnt the ropes. He's dependable. He'll do him as the PM tells him. But we just need some stability over there.
Didn't he send Kay Armstrong to tell the Irish ambassador that Ireland should leave too? On his first day?
I'll tell you what that was. All right, so he's cocked up before, but not recently. We've just got him house trained.
How's Clive? He's doing a good job, you know. The PM was impressed with his work on Checkers. Oh, listen, if you're happy with Hugo, we'll try and keep him where he is, but no promises. Everything's up in the air at the moment. There will be more resignations.
Who?
Boris, if what I hear is right.
In another hammer blow to the government, Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson has resigned, further increasing pressure on the Prime Minister.
Well, fuck you, Boris, and all who sail in you.
There have been several rumours of who might take over the department for exiting the EU, with Janet Lee Mallory and Dominic Raab in the running. So who the fuck is Dominic Raab?
No clue.
Minister for Housing.
Oh, that self-important little turd. He's only been a minister about 7 minutes. I'm not taking orders from balding Dan Dare.
Yeah, I can see that.
I still have no idea who you're talking about.
More breaking news on a day dominated by turmoil in Whitehall. Janet Lee Mallory has just arrived at 10 Downing Street and is widely expected to take over the department for exiting the EU.
Under the circumstances, it's my duty as a minister to keep the department running until a new minister, whoever that may be, is appointed.
So a sort of caretaker?
Well, I think it's a little more important than that. It's more the first officer taking over while the captain's away.
Clive, always a pleasure. How can I be of service to you?
It might be how we can be of service to you. A little birdie tells me that you're in the running for David Davis's old job.
Yes, there are so many little birdies around today. Well, I was, until I told the PM I didn't want the job.
You didn't take it?
Rather a satisfying experience to tell her where to stick it, actually. The whole business is a complete shambles. I'm not stupid enough to take that job. Either I dig the PM out of the pit she's got us into so she can take the credit, or I fail at an impossible task. I'm not committing Brexit harry-kiri for whatever rubbish deal she manages to cobble together. Look, I'm hearing some capable names being mentioned.
Such as?
Well, Dominic Raab.
Yes, it's reassuring that people are mentioning someone we've barely heard of.
Sorry, Clive.
How's it going?
Just a second.
The wordsmith is at work.
How are you not hungover?
I think I'm still drunk.
That's good. Are you going to come to some form of punctuation
Trying
soon?
to finish a train of thought here.
Far be it from me to interrupt the bard.
Janet's turned down the job.
So who will it be?
Who is Dominic Raab?
Housing Minister. Part fish.
With no clear idea who will take over the department now Janet Lee Mallory has refused the position, all Clive and his team can do is brief the press and MPs and try to ensure they do not lose their only remaining minister.
Yes, stories of chaos in this department really have been exaggerated. Hugo has been calm and collected, keeping the ship on course until a new minister is appointed.
Well, it's a cunting liberty is what it is. Who the fuck does this little bastard Raab think he is? Honestly, a housing minister who couldn't build a house if you gave him fucking Lego.
Of course, it's chaos, Harry. But it's controlled chaos.
I'm afraid he can't take your call at the moment, Mr. Starmer. No, sir. Of course, I'll have Mr. Everard call you back.
Hugo has been doing sterling work behind the scenes. It would be a pity to lose his input. Yes, really.
Honestly, a housing minister who couldn't build a house if you gave him fucking Lego.
Oh, I've been instrumental in today's events, and we should have a big piece of news for you soon.
We still have no word on who will replace David Davis at the department for exiting the EU, but pressure is building to appoint a capable successor.
I told you I'd call.
Hugo has been the only thing between this government and the deep blue sea, Craig. He's really been a rock today. Completely dependable.
Well, I can't tell you what it is. No, not even if you do that.
Senior source, Helen.
So?
My source says they've made a decision, but they didn't know who it would be.
I can't get hold of Chloe Beecham. She's probably in the room with whoever they've got in mind.
Bugger. I'm going to get fired. It's funny, it's the first time I had a job I didn't want to get fired from.
Hugo, they will call. The new minister will probably keep you on.
They should after all the bloody legwork we've put in.
Answer it.
No, you answer it.
I'll answer it.
No.
Hello? Yes. Of course. Thank you. Hugo, they want you at number 10.
Me? When?
15 minutes.
Oh, bugger. Well, I'm going to need a tie.
Well, Hugo's first press appearance will make or break him. He needs to come across as calm but not disinterested, aware of the gravity of the situation, but not panicked. You know, dependable. Basically, you can't fuck it up.
After a day of rumours and speculation, Number 10 has announced Hugo Cleves as the new Secretary of State for exiting the European Union. After speculation that Lewis Shapiro, Janet Lee Mallory and relative unknown Dominic Raab were in the frame. The PM describes the new minister as capable and dependable. And he joins us now. Welcome, Minister.
Pleasure to be here, Natasha.
So how will your appointment change Brexit negotiations?
Natasha, I've been here with Daxian, with an amazing team led by Clive Everard for over a year now. I think that any suggestion of change is premature. We're emphasising continuity. I've been involved in this process from the beginning, and we're all facing in the same direction, let me be clear. The Prime Minister and I are in complete agreement. We have a plan and we're continuing to implement it.
Well, I'd like to thank you all for your hard work, especially our newest recruit, Emily, for coaching me through that first round of press interviews.
New? I've been in the department now for a year, Hugo.
Oh. Well, where have you been when I needed you?
Anyway, I really must get back to my office.
Not bloody likely. We're keeping you. This is your new desk.
I couldn't.
Piffle, of course you can. Kay should have had her own office months ago. And now I'm in charge. She does.
We're agreed. Office space is something we have a lot of. That makes this your desk. If you'll stay.
Well, it'd be... yes.
Here. We'll need all the help we can get.
All right, now I don't want to see either of you before 12 tomorrow. Now, beat it. Scram. Oh, go on.
Clive, can I have a word?
Of course, Minister.
So, well, this is hard for me. Look, this job. I was never meant to get it, was I? You don't have to answer that. I'm a brainless backbencher that the PM can depend on, right? Well, I'd like to be good at this. And I think I could contribute. But I need your help. I'm the posh boy who didn't listen at school. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know the difference between the Treaty of Romania and the Common Agricultural Policy. You do. And I want you to, teach me.
Teach you?
Yes.
The complete workings of the EU and how it relates to the United Kingdom following the UK's exit therefrom?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Good. Well, let's first of all give credit to the fact that you've turned up to the party, however
late that might be. Just so I can calibrate, Hugo, how much of the Chequers Outline Agreement did you actually understand?
How much?
Yes, of the 140-page document I prepared describing our future draft negotiating plan, how much of it did you actually, honestly understand?
Out of the 140 pages?
Ballpark.
Well, I know the title didn't refer to the game that you play on a chessboard that isn't chess.
Right. We'll start on Wednesday.
What about tomorrow?
I intend to spend most of tomorrow asleep, Hugo. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought that...
You must be Mr. Everard. You've been keeping an eye on Dad. I'm Alex.
Clive, I try, it's difficult with my job. I brought him some bread and milk. I thought I'd come round and, I saw the interview. Is he alright?
Thanks for what you've been doing. He needs the company. I can't be here as often as I'd like to be.
How is he?
Not great. He feels humiliated. They never should have let him be interviewed. With his condition. I've just managed to get him off to sleep.
Oh, I don't mean to intrude.
You should stay for a cup of tea. Dad would kill me if he thought I'd turfed you out without at least a cuppa.
Hi there, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the like button. If you're new here, click the subscribe button. If you gave us a cheeky share on Twitter and Facebook, that would be really appreciated by us. And if you're hungry for more content, why not have a look on our channel? Got lots more where that came from. Thanks very much.